So for this week, for our Qigong break, it's a little longer than usual, but it's a super full moon, which means that we have a full moon and we had a lunar eclipse. So whether you believe in the energy of the full moon, the cycles of the moon invite us on a regular basis to consider the things that we want to grow in our life and to consider the things we want to let go of. So after a full moon, this particular routine is about helping you let go of whatever it is that you need to let go of. So let's get started. We'll do some wave breathing. So wave breathing is one hand on the abdomen, one hand on your chest. And when you inhale and exhale through the nose, I want you to inhale your belly button into your hand. Continue to inhale, feel your rib cage expanding, feel the breath at the top, and then exhale in the opposite direction. So, inhale all the way to the top, and exhale ever so slowly all the way down. As you exhale, you'll notice there's a little rounding of the lower back. Inhale all the way up. Feel your chest expanding, and exhale, ribs, belly button towards the spine. Imagine that with every inhale, you are giving yourself an opportunity to breathe in happiness, joy, relaxation. And with every exhale, you're just letting go of whatever has caused you any kind of stress or tension throughout your day. Inhale up at the top, exhale down. With every exhale, you're returning to the present moment, letting go of situations that annoy you, people who try to make their problems your problems. Just let them go. They are not here. And just give yourself permission to let go of those thoughts. And exhale. Next, let's do a little bit more active emotional release. So we're going to inhale, arms up through the nose, get up onto your toes, and exhale through the mouth, dropping your heels into the floor. Inhale up, and just really think of letting go. Any kind of frustration, anger. Inhale up. And just really being active about deciding and choosing to let it go. You just don't need it in this moment. And we're going to stop on 3, 2, and 1. Take a moment and just feel. Just feel how relaxed and that active circulation, it's the circulation of qi that is now free to circulate because your muscles aren't as tense as they were a few minutes ago. Now this particular full moon, for those who study this more in depth, is a super full moon because we have a full moon and a lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipses is really about, situations in our lives that have run their course. So eclipses tend to amplify that feeling of wanting to move into another phase of life. So that's the invitation that comes with this cycle. So But it's, in this particular case, it's about releasing a lot of emotional stress. So let's find your sternum between here and here. And you're going to inhale through the nose, and you're going to tap on the sternum, and you're going to exhale through your mouth. Inhale, hold your breath, tap a little harder, and exhale. Hold your breath, and slow it down. Bring your arms down and just feel. This is the kind of relaxation that's hard to notice until you finally let it go, right? When you're not doing it, you don't notice you're tense. But when you do this, all of a sudden you go, wow, I was tense. Let's do another one that's very helpful because, you know, emotional stress, sadness, grief, things that we've hung on to for a long time, all, according to Chinese medicine, all reside in the lungs. So we're working both heart and lungs. So lean to the side. Really feel the stretch between the ribs. Inhale and exhale as you tap. And exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last time. Perfect. The other side. Inhale, arm up, and exhale. Exhale, inhale. Last time. And bring your arms down. Think of it as, you know, it's kind of like releasing all the cobwebs, you know, the cobwebs in our lungs, stuff that has been hanging in there because when we're stressed, we breathe shallow. When we breathe shallow, things just don't clear out the same. So when we tap on the body, it's a wonderful way to just kind of like release the old cobwebs at a cellular level. Think of it that way. All right. Next, we're going to do another letting go movement. So open your arms, inhale. And as you exhale through the mouth, just do one arm in front, one arm in back. And there's a little double pump in the knees. So inhale and exhale through the mouth. And be active. Think about, you know, a person, a situation, something that's, you know, stayed with you for years and years and that you just finally need to let go of. Whether it's someone else's opinion of you or a story that, or an event that took place long time ago, whatever it is, just let it go. It's not important. And exhale out. Inhale up. Last time. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Inhale and exhale. And just feel. You know, like many of you, I think all of us have our own life story. Things that went well, things that didn't, right? Kind of like the moon. You know, when it's growing and building, everything is great. But like everyone else, it also, sometimes things have to leave, sometimes cycles have to end. And I remember that I used to hear a lot, people would say, well, you know, you just need to let that go. And it's true. There were times and situations where I needed to let things go. But I would always ask myself, what does it mean to let go? Or how? How do you do it? And I think one of the things that Qigong taught me, this whole idea of going with the flow. Again, another wonderful expression, but what does it really mean? And I think one of the things that dawned on me was letting go. The other word I think of now is acceptance. It's really about accepting that things are the way they are, right? So going with the flow. Follow the flow of the water. If the water goes down this way, go around the rocks. Yeah, great. But in life, in my life, and maybe in yours, it also means accepting that not everyone will see things your way. Especially when it comes to, big life events. Sometimes people that we love don't see things our way. Or something happens and people have a disagreement at work, with family, and I know I have gotten caught up in the idea of not that something happened, but that my view of the way things happened was important. And one of the ways that I found Qigong really made a difference in my life is that I learned to let go of convincing anyone else. I learned to realize that people will see things the way they want to see them, the way they choose to see them, and I have no control over that. And I found freedom, I found letting go in the idea of not trying to convince anyone to see things my way. And that brought me a lot of peace. In fact, it's what brought me to let go. So as we do this little routine, I know I'm chatting a little bit, but think about that. Don't just think of the event or something that happens that you need to let go of. Think of the way that you may be trying to either control how other people see it and wish to convince them, or maybe you just need to let go of the story you've told yourself. Maybe you're right, maybe you're not, but all that matters is that you're okay with your own version rather than someone else's version. Anyway, I'm just leaving this out here because it's a big super full moon and it's been on my mind, so I thought I would share it with you. All right, let's keep going. One of the wonderful flows of Qigong for letting go and the full moon is moon over the lake. So bend your knees. Remember, I say this every time, you can always use a chair. Bend your knees, open your knees wide, so don't have them caved in. You can bend as far or as little as you like. It really doesn't matter. What's important is that you're comfortable and you're just going to slowly start to glide your hands on the surface of a lake. So imagine you're standing in a lake, it's dark, and there's a big full moon in front of you. You inhale and exhale softly from side to side. Now once you have that moon in your mind's eye, the next time we're going to go to the right, just inhale and take both your arms up and circle the moon. Exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Open your eyes naturally or look on the floor just so you don't lose your balance. And inhale, imagine your hands are circling the moon. And you're focused on this peaceful, quiet, nighttime energy. You know, the full moon represents yin energy, which is dark. You know, in traditional Chinese medicine, we need yin and yang. We need light and dark to be balanced. One is not better than the other. So the energy of the moon is feminine energy, the energy of peace. And here, just let's go back to just gliding the surface of a lake, back and forth. And the other side, lift your arms in total relaxation. Exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. And just imagine all this peaceful, quiet, just permeating your spirit, your thoughts. Nothing else matters but watching the light of the moon just sparkle on the surface of the lake. And we're going to do it one last time. Back and forth. Slow it down. Bring your feet together a little bit. And just feel. Bend your knees. Drop your tailbone. And just feel. Feel that your structure is solid, and yet everything inside is fluid. It's circulating freely with abundance. Bring one hand over the other. And now we're going to inhale, split both arms, circle the moon, and exhale. Bend your knees, bring both hands to the level of your abdomen, your solar plexus, your lower dantian as it's called. Inhale, circle the moon. Imagine that you're gathering all this yin energy, this peaceful energy, into your center. Imagine that you are gathering and incorporating all of this female energy, peaceful, non-resistant, centered, an energy that's focused on creation. Female energy is all about creation. And you are incorporating and concentrating that into your lower dantian. Inhale. Exhale. Let go of whatever you don't need. Make space for this sense of peace that will stay with you throughout. Last time. Bring both your hands open, inhale, and let that energy just circle and permeate every cell in your body. Imagine all that moonlight shining inside brightly throughout your abdomen, throughout every cell in your body. It's like all that light from your abdomen is just sparkling from within throughout every cell in your body. Exhaling down. Last time. Bring both your feet together, hands over your abdomen. Keep your eyes closed if they aren't already. Inhale and exhale deeply into the abdomen. Exhale through the nose. Release and let go. The more you relax, the more your body will just move ever so gently. And that is the body that is in total relaxation. Bring your arms down. Open your eyes ever so gently. And thank you for joining me. Before we go, I just want to, if you are one of those people who happens to have something you do want to let go of, here's a little trick that's useful, that the full moon reminds us, brings us back to remind us that we can all occasionally let things go. When the moon has become full, like it did this morning, for the next 2 weeks, it will continue to wane. So during that time, it's good to have a routine like this that you can do every day, even if you just take some part of it. But a little trick I learned is that take a few minutes every day and write down the 1 or 2 things you really want to get rid of. Whether it's, it doesn't matter what it is. It's something that causes you emotional stress. Whatever it is, write it down. Say, I want to let this go, or I am letting this go. And then do your Qigong routine. Do that every day for the next 2 weeks. It's a wonderful time to give yourself permission to let those things go and make space in your own life for the things that really matter to you and bring you lots of joy. Anyway, this is my full moon special for the week. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next week at my next Qigong break. Have a wonderful week.